Всем привет, с вами снова я, Артем, и сегодня у нас очередное интервью. Да, мне удалось пообщаться с Дэвидом Гордоном Грином, режиссером нового «Хэллоуин убивает». Если вдруг забыли, то «Хэллоуин убивает» — это сиквел Хэллоуина 2018 года, который перезапустил всю историю, ну не то чтобы перезапустил, он стал сиквел-ремейком, ремейка-сиквелом. Получается триквел Хэллоуина Джона Карпентера. Ну, в общем, все очень запутано, но «Хэллоуин убивает» уже в кинотеатрах, и мне удалось пообщаться с Дэвидом Гордоном Грином и задать ему, можно сказать, те же самые вопросы, которые я задавал на прошлом интервью с Веномом, точнее с Томом Харди и Энди Серкисом. Потому что, мне интересно узнать об этом с разных сторон. Мне интересно, как разные люди в киноиндустрии относятся эмоционально к критике, как они воспринимают контент на YouTube, когда делают контент по их фильмам. Ну и, собственно, было интересно узнать отношение к пасхалкам, камео и вот этому всему прочему. В общем, я надеюсь, что эти вопросы вам понравились. Если у вас есть интересные вопросы, которые можно задать следующему, с кем мне удастся пообщаться, обязательно пишите их в комментариях. Ну и не забудьте поставить этому видео свой лайк, потому что чем больше лайков, чем больше просмотров, чем больше комментариев, тем больше шанс пообщаться с кем-то еще. В этот раз я снова не стал озвучивать, снова добавил субтитры, и теперь субтитры прямо в YouTube. Поэтому можете отключить, если вдруг вы воспринимаете язык на слух. Это будет отличной практикой. Ну ладно, поехали. Hi David, my name is Artem. I have a YouTube channel about movies, and first of all, I want to thank you for the new take on the Halloween series. My first question to you is, do you watch YouTube content about your movies? Have you ever seen like any trailer reaction or like review or something?
Yeah, it is fun. Sometimes I'll watch those trailer reactions and get a kick out of that. It's a good time. For the most part, if someone sends me something and says you gotta see this or you gotta hear this, that's great. I sometimes would stumble upon something that just it makes me feel weird. So usually I wait till someone advises me that some content has an insight or some sort of level of entertainment for me. But a lot of those trailer reactions are a trip to watch.
Do you take them personally? Like
well, I guess I take it personally. I don't. It doesn't linger with me, but I don't care to hear it. So if someone has negative things to say, I typically avoid it just because I'm a very optimistic and positive person. And if there's a discussion or a dialogue based on a movie, I love that, where we can learn from each other and different perspectives I think are very valuable. But if someone's just attacking my films, which I've definitely read a few harsh words said, but unless there's something to really gain from it, I'm not really that interested.
I got it. So you must have like a steel nerves.
It's so hard to make a movie, and there's so many ways that movies fall apart before they're even made, and sometimes I can't even write the movie. The fact that I can get anything made is fantastic. If I can get an audience to show up, that's incredible. If I can get into a film festival that I feel good about it. I mean, there's so many little victories, and to get it all at once in the success and critics and things like that very rarely happens. So I just try to enjoy the process of making films and the collaboration with my friends and people I'm very thrilled to have associated with in my career. And so that's what I focus on. And just a specific critical reaction to it is a little less important for me personally, but that's just me.
Well, that's a great answer, because I think it's a healthy way to respond to that. Yeah, thank you so much. And do you have a cameo in the movie?
Do I have a cameo? No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Don't you like being in your movies?
No, but I did recently have the experience. I was in a movie recently that it was just shot, that Luca Guadagnino shot. It was pretty fascinating he convinced me to be in a movie, and I'd never played a character that wasn't me before. And so that was kind of interesting. It's one thing to sit in front of a camera and speak about myself as me, but it's another one to pretend I'm someone else in someone's movie. And that was a very fascinating experience. I'm not sure I'll make the final cut of the film, but it was awesome to be there and watch him work, a filmmaker that I admire. So I don't know that I'd ever want to become an actor, or certainly wouldn't want to be in charge of directing myself, but it was a very valuable experience in so many ways.
And what about Easter eggs? Is there any Easter eggs that you put in the movie?
Oh, 1,000 Easter eggs. Yeah, I really geek out on this movie. There's one in particular that I'll point out. At the very beginning of the movie, we're in a bar, and there's these three triplets dressed up like mermaids, and they're singing a song. And that song is from a band in the 80s that John Carpenter, Tommy Wallace, and Nick Castle were in, called the Coupe de Villes. And so not only is it's a deep John Carpenter cut from a different aspect of his career, And Jamie was telling me when she saw it that was that they played the rap party for the original Halloween. The Coupe de Villes played, and that song was a part of that.
Wow, that's that's great. I want to see that again with all this information. And what about like, do you have anything that you hated to cut from the movie?
The cut is the cut. So it sometimes I'll lose things that I love because the timing doesn't work or the pacing or it just doesn't feel right or it's a little too self-indulgent. But ultimately, Tim Alverson, my editor, and I go through this movie with a fine-tooth comb as we're editing, and we only keep what we're passionate about that makes the best movie. So we have some deleted scenes that'll accompany the DVD release, which are scenes that I think are cool and interesting, but they didn't fit into the movie. But this is the director's cut. This is the only cut, and I'm excited for audiences to experience it.
I got it. And what about Michael Myers? Why do you think people love him so much? He's like an essence of evil, but
he's the
still...
essence. Exactly, you said it. I think he's the essence of evil, and I think people project their fears onto that expressionless, emotionless mask.
And yeah, that's what I thought actually, because you know we all have something in us, like dark side of us, and he's like the essence of that dark side. So
that's
it's
right.
kind of like a mirror to our dark side. Is he superhuman?
He is. He's spectacular and resilient, but he is a human. Yes. And he's super.
Okay. I got it.
He's not supernatural, I'll say. He's not, but he almost is.
But we'll wait and see in the Halloweenettes, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe he'll put on a cape. Yeah.
What was different filming like the first and the second one? What was like the main difference?
Well, the first one, I felt like there was a sense of uncertainty if the fan base and old fan base and new fan base would be there to accept the movie, and so that was of concern in my mind on making the film. The second movie I felt very confident in, but then the logistics and the stunt work, the ambition of the kill sequences, everything was so much more ambitious, but we didn't have that much more time or money to make it. So then it was more of a stressful production, and it's also a production where we're shooting 7 weeks all night long. And so we all went a little crazy. So it was a very different experience, 2 very different movies, but the exact same crew, and just love everybody that was in and around the production. Obviously, we're going back for more because we're committed to the franchise, we're committed to each other, and it's a beautiful collaboration with so many of these department heads and every one of the cast.
Yeah, I'm sure about that, and I can't wait to see the third movie. So yeah, good luck in the box office, because I know that's kind of like a measure of success today. So yeah.
All right. Well,
it was nice talking to you. Yeah, have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Ну, вот какое-то такое получилось интервью, и я очень надеюсь, что вам понравилось, и вы поставите ему свой хэллоуинский лайк, потому что для меня это просто чертовски важный момент. Если вы этого еще не поняли, и если вы это не поняли, пока смотрели это интервью, то сейчас я вам расскажу, от чего у меня просто вот взрывается крыша. Сейчас только что голливудский режиссер сам лично мне сказал, где лежит пасхалка, где есть отсылка в его фильме. Ну, это типа... Чё? Это что-то вообще просто нереальное. Ну и еще круто было, что он рассказал, что он снимался в фильме «У Луки и Гваданини», а это получается тоже, считай, пасхалка. То есть 2 друга режиссера сыграл один у другого в роли какого-то человека, которого реально могут вырезать. То есть он как будто там просто статист. Короче, получили кучу инсайдов, кучу эмоций, и я на самом деле очень рад. И очень хочу, чтобы в будущем меня также приглашали на какие-нибудь мероприятия по другим фильмам, пообщаться с другими звездами, узнать какие-то инсайды о них. Поэтому, если вам это интересно тоже, то дайте мне об этом знать. Обязательно напишите комментарий, поставьте лайк, покажите этот видос друзьям. Ну и ждите следующего. Ну а на этом все. Спасибо за просмотр. Я надеюсь, что вам понравилось. Новое видео уже на подходе. Cut the crap. Мы режем киноленты. Но если до сих пор остались, то вот вам сцена после титров. Но это для тех, кому интересно посмотреть, что за кадром. Спрашивали, кстати, про коробку. Зачем мне здесь коробка? У меня так спина не болит, когда я сижу. У меня грыжа межпозвоночная, поэтому я ставлю повыше, чтобы стояла. А это от фена чехол.